iron deficiency. But God, this woman was screaming. Like, now I have to look at YouTube. Saving the world. One gay guy at a time. It's like, woman, you need to stop. Trying a new direction. It's like, but what does it matter that I'm streaming on YouTube now? What does it matter? It's not about Twitch. It's about women and predatory behavior. And then I'm sure there's a woman out there, so it's not about predatory behavior, it's about you. It's like, yeah, get your agenda off the plate. Get it off. Get it off, lady. Make that lady close her stream down. If you have to see that much, maybe there's something wrong with you. No, I'm a good Christian woman. I'm just making sure that the world is safe. You're not making sure the world's safe. The world would be safe if um, you took care of your own family. But at this place in the game, um, saving the family is something you're not really doing well. What are you doing? You're obsessing over a gay guy. Obsessing over me. Okay. Oh, God. It took a while. But yeah. They're like, wear a t-shirt. Fine, I'll wear a t-shirt. The, the problem with my life is that I knew today was going to be a bad day when it felt like a good day. There's someone after my life. And you're like, who is it? Good question. It's a mother and a daughter screaming at me all the time. They say, well, just ignore them. How do I ignore them when this happens? When I go on a game and they're so upset at the fact that it's a good day and that the sun is shining and they have to do something to make that sun. They have to do something to make that sun cloudy, like getting you banned from a game that you've been on and they've been enduring, watching. Now they're watching my YouTube. It's like, come on. God help me. Stay away from these crazy women. The mother and daughter combo. I feel like it's maddening. It's like you're trying to drive me nuts. So I just pour down the vodka and try to ignore. A mother and a daughter. They tell me the daughter's gone, but there she is. They tell me the mother's gone, but there she is. And they tell me there's nothing. And they just keep going at it. Little nut jobs. Taking everything I have. Ruining every job opportunity I have. can't even get a job. Because they're like, we won't allow it. We hate him. Yeah, why do they hate me? You know, you checked your Google? I Googled myself. I had a girl Google herself today. She's like, oh my gosh, I found so much stuff about myself. I'm like, sorry. You can just ask them to delete your information. Put yourself on a do not call registry. Is that what I did? I did that, which most Americans do. But it only goes so far. If there's something really bad about you, it'll be on the internet. The really bad things about me, I ran an art gallery for like 5 minutes. I had some guy that looked like CeeLo Green wanted to buy my painting, but he thought my prices were ridiculously offensive. I just put random numbers. Lowball offers, nothing over 1,000. But the numbers were so crazy, he's like, I don't believe these numbers. But he was working with my boyfriend. I asked them, I try asking them, you can't talk to these people. There's no communicating to these people. They don't exist, but they're there. They stay hidden in the shadows, and they start screaming and ranting and raving. It's mother-daughter combination. It's like, mother, you're the one that told me that your daughter is gone. You tell everyone your daughter's gone, but there you both are. Like, no, there's no communicating to them about a situation like this. To delete my Twitch just because I start speaking up. It's not. And now it's all about Facebook. Am I insane? I'm not that insane. You have to calm down. What am I calming down from? Another opportunity. We have to ruin this one too. That's why I always talked about the GATE program. If there was someone in there trying to do something, like, it's not fair because I went in it in 2nd grade. And if you can't even tell me if some atrocity happened, then what am I supposed to feel upset about? It's just become an obsession. It's like, here's one dream. there was a girl. I was 5. She was 5. Or I don't really know. Maybe 6, maybe 7. But I was 5. And we talked. And I told my imaginary friend it was this guy. And he had greaser hair. He wasn't real. He was an imaginary friend. He was the one I made up. He'd say, okay. I said, why don't you come and pick her up? As a practical joke. But the greaser guy would hang around the school. But he wasn't real. And in the dream, it's like, well, it wasn't a dream. It's like, well, he didn't abduct the child because a 5-year-old would tell some creepy man hanging around the school. The guy was invisible. It was this guy, he'd sit across and then he'd disappear like a ghost. It's like, maybe he was real. Yeah, if he was real, I think it would be a national scandal. And that's always the thing. The things that I get called out on should be national scandals. They should be all over the papers. But why aren't they? Because, oh, I'm sure they just covered up an imaginary man. It's like, now I hate you. It's like, you hate me because we made up a story when we were kids, and now you're still chasing ghosts? Well, keep chasing ghosts, lady. This is too much. To get to the point, you had to send an anonymous tip to my Twitch account over something that didn't even matter. To tell people that I need a wellness check when it's the couple across the way that's having a domestic disturbance dispute. I had nothing to do with any of that. Your daughter, you picked her up from school and we never talked. You ruined our friendship. You ruined my friendship with Barbie, and I'm Ken. Oh, 'cause you're a bigot. 'Cause I might have AIDS. Like, really? That's why you kept away from me, 'cause you thought I'd give her AIDS. You thought a little gay boy that everyone knows is gay is gonna give your straight daughter AIDS. And you're still chasing ghosts. Well, keep chasing ghosts. I know why you're chasing ghosts now. Well, that reality show didn't sell. It was about a pair of Puritans that chase ghosts in middle American America. He tried to sell it. Didn't sell. There's no show about Puritans that chase ghosts. Maybe there is. I don't know. See, I don't watch TV. Maybe he did sell it. That one didn't have a child celebrity. It was just two Mormons or Puritans ghost hunting. Was it on TV? I don't know. I don't know. That's why you want to ghost hunt. Or you want a guy to think that he's in a gifted program and he's really psychic. I'm sorry to tell you, but even with psychic research and kids with magical powers, even this neighborhood, every girl thinks she's psychic. It's 'cause they scream, okay? It's not anything special. It's 'cause they talk loud. It's 'cause they shout at the other houses. Psychic research. We have to come up with psychic research. Yeah, well, nobody's won the $1,000,000. I won't win the $1,000,000, even if I try. We really need that money. For what? For shouting? You're gonna shout and pretend you're psychic? They all talk too loud. They're not psychic. You think Demi Lovato's a psychic? 'Cause she talks to ghosts with Shia LaBeouf and Shane Dawson? Where's your head? Where's my head? There's a head. Oh. So I told you a story. I hung out with an elderly person in a house in the mountains, and a ghost would come to the window, and they'd be like, "Oh my God, there's a headless woman." I think you don't even understand that I was just scared of the forest, that it was empty and dark, and there were coyotes and wolves. Those are real things. Coyotes, wolves, and shotguns, and protecting your dogs at night. He had one dog, and it was desperate to eat. And there was another one that kept giving him his food, and the older one passed away. And he didn't want to keep a bunch of men who associate with being dogs with his actual favorite dog. And so he let this woman adopt the dog. And the house is kind of creepy because she has rabbit skeletons on her fence. Mountain people are interesting, but he was too worried. So he gave it up for adoption to an elderly woman who likes hunting. You know, there's no ghost hunting here. There's no psychic research. Aliens in the past few days. I'm an alien. I'm an alien because I used to listen to Unsolved Mysteries. And there's a few different episodes of Unsolved Mysteries. There's the guy that's always sort of looking for child abduction stories. And then he also throws in a couple alien stories every now and then. Well, obviously, I don't like the child abduction stories. It's like what man does. Yeah, women do. But the alien stories, those are the ones that enticed me. I wrote sci-fi novels about alien stories. Well, so I used to dream up that the aliens would come every day, every time my birthday happened. Even my sister believed it. She's like, "You went to college? I stayed in your room. I saw the aliens." Yeah, but don't we all see the aliens? Lizard people aren't real. She even came out and said I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And then people come up with a theory that, oh, it's not the real woman. She got abducted by lizard people. That makes so much sense. No, it doesn't. It's so ridiculous. I'm too old to believe in fairy tales. No aliens, no psychic research, no magic, no hobbits. Sorry to break your hearts, ladies, but I have to. I have to break your hearts about all your fantasies. Because there's a mother and daughter that are obsessed with me. And apparently, allegedly, the daughter's supposed to be dead and she's a ghost and she's screaming. But she's real. The mother's real, the daughter's real. And I don't know what their game is. I don't know what their game plan is. But it ain't. It's destroying my life. You wanna learn about a psychic gifted student? Oh God, not the gate program again. How many fictional stories can I come up with? The Black Hat Man when you take too much Benadryl. I tried it once. Nearly killed myself on it. Not a healthy story. I came up with one story. I took a lot of nitrous oxide and I saw elves. Now that's a thing that I want to build an 80-foot statue of Jack Skellington in Burbank. I need them to stop. Well, I ask people, if you see these people around, they're from a strange town and a strange place and they're here. Ask them who they are, what they are, and why they're here. Normal people don't do this. It's like, well, you do. Well, yeah, I'm trying to. You're not normal. No, I'm not. I'm not normal. But there are no elves. It's like, they can't always be dreams. It's like, yes, they can. Because dreams are the things you can't explain. I don't need you calling the police on a person because they have a nightmare. And if you do that, there will be a restraining order eventually, one day. Once I figure out how to get it processed. You can't call the police on a person because they had a night terror. It's like, well, hello, officer. He has sleep paralysis. Can you arrest him? I'm 38 years old. I'm done with fairy tales. A long time ago. I'm dealing with real things. Like a female officer who wears a costume and feigns herself as a nurse because she wants, and she has a recording device because she's desperate for something. Speak into the microphone, she says, when I'm trying to heal because I'm on a 3-day hold. I talked to a girl in the mental ward, and I say, you checked yourself in? And she says, yes, I need this. I need this, she says. I say, I accidentally said the wrong number. I need to get out. She's like, well, I say, why do you need this? She says, well, I'm not feeling well. That's what a psychiatric institution is supposed to be. Not a crazy nurse chasing you around. And you're like, who is she? It's a very good question who she is. It's like, do you need help? Do you need... It's like, no, I messed up on the questionnaire. But she needs this. She needed it. I didn't need it. I needed to get to class. I had to check into my classes. I almost lost my tuition over that altercation. But she needed it. She said, yes, I chose her because I needed to be here. A very sweet Indian girl. She needed it. But you know what you don't need is a crazy nurse running around in a Halloween costume, scaring you with a microphone. She's like, but I'm this close to finding out everything. You were not this close to finding everything. You were this close to getting a restraining order. And now you're here, at my new house, at my new apartment, at my new home, at my next new home, throwing people at me, spreading lies. Your allegedly dead daughter, you know, she's right next to you. You guys are both nut jobs. I don't have to condone that statement. Your daughter's as crazy as you are. She read a book I wrote and she thinks she's a scientist suddenly. Yeah, you guys are nuts. You guys, if anyone killed my mother, it was you two. You broke her heart. You killed her. You're gonna tell that to the cops? We killed this guy's mother because we're insane. And we just don't stop going. Yeah, when I had very rich friends in very expensive houses with very good security systems, you couldn't touch us. And then I'd break up, I'd go alone, and then you would strike. Right now, I'm alone. I'm easy to strike. My neighbors hate me, and I think I have a guess why they hate me. If someone spreads lies. The whole neighborhood says, why is he driving us insane? You know why I'm driving everyone else insane? It's not me, it's you. It's you too. How do I drive people insane? What am I saying? I'm painting paintings. I'm writing books. I'm making art. I'm making clothes. I'm running a Twitch stream. There's nothing I'm doing that would drive them insane. But someone, or some two, mother and daughter over there, are running around spreading lies and making couples upset in our neighborhood. You can't drive someone insane when you don't even know their name. You don't know who they are. You don't know anything about them, and you're not very good at psychology. So why are they being driven insane by me? Everyone's like, I can't stand him. It's like, well, maybe you should find the culprit. Because there is someone driving them insane. But it's not the lonely gay man that wears a silk muumuu, of which I had many. It's like, but he's driving us nuts. For what? I don't even know who you are. No, the only people driving them insane is that mother and daughter couple planting ideas in their heads. It's like, what about hypnosis? Yeah, what about hypnosis? Hypnosis was my thing. Turning our daughters into dogs. Shut up. That's a private thing. That's a bedroom thing. You know, like, he's showing off to the whole world all of his kinks. You mean watching a porno on my computer? That's showing the whole world? If anyone's showing the whole world, it's you. You're showing all your kids my private porn. Well, it seems like you're exposing them to a lot of things they should not be seeing. I'm not happy about it. I have been having to endure it for 5-6 years now. Lies. It just sucks because it's now my Twitch stream has been cancelled because you decided it was the time. Wasn't the time. There was no self-harm. Such slander. 'Cause I had a good thing coming. 'Cause I got something coming up. And you need to make sure that you have to add insult to injury. Again and again and again. Everyone's like, he's driving us insane. We have to do something. It's like, I'm not running around spreading lies. I'm living my life. It's like, yeah, I have an iron deficiency. I bleed a lot. It's like, it seems dangerous. You know what's really dangerous? It's you. I want to see it. No, you can't see it. 'Cause I don't want you to see it. I have to see it. You have to. It's my job. Your job. Give me numbers about your job. You drove my neighbors insane. And you let them believe that it's my fault. When I'm only right here. Right here. On this computer. Speaking on an anonymous account. And asking you why. But he's driving us nuts. And so, every morning there's a couple. Well, some mornings now, less now. They get up, 8 a.m., they make some coffee, and they start fighting to each other about what kind of person they live next to. They just start yelling at each other. That's always been the case. I've never been in a fight since I was in 6th grade. And it wasn't even a real fight. But okay. You guys fight with each other over if I'm a good or a bad person. It's too much. Let's see. Yeah, I uh, took a little break. I don't know. Um, I know I don't know, but if you know, you know. 'Cause I really don't. No one's ever told me these people existed. So I kind of hope they don't. Or if they do, send them away. You know, just send them. I understand if you like to believe in the mystery and mystique, but what are you supposed to do with it if it's all just, well, it's nice to think it's in your head. I took some toothpaste, I washed my hands, I cleaned my wounds, but it sounds too crazy to believe, so I think maybe it's better just to forget about it, even if it exists. I couldn't understand. If there's a mother-daughter complex that's obsessed with me, there's only a few options that I can see that actually work. One is that, well, it's incestuous. The other is that there's something going on, and the other is there's nothing going on. And the other one is that I'm involved in something that I have no control of. I have spoken to police officers, and there's nothing they can do. What are they gonna do? We have nothing to go on, we have no idea. How could something like that happen to someone? It's like, well, there has to be something. Come on, I'm pouring out straws. Like, I'll look into it. As they all have, they've all looked into it. So they're sorry, there's nothing I can do. It's like, keep going, I guess. But please keep them away from me. I mean, if this is a real thing, and it's been going on for this long, something needs to quit. It's like, why don't you quit? I've tried. But every now and then, they rear their little heads and sneak in little secrets. It's like, those secrets are real. Yeah, secrets are so real, that's why nobody wants to deal with it. If a secret was real, it would expose itself. And insofar, I'm sorry, I'm not rich. I'm not tactical. I'm sloppy. I'm a sloppy drunk. If even in this state of mind I can't get a secret out of myself, what hope do you have? You're gonna get in a lot of trouble if you push the issue anymore. Because I'm right. I'm right. It's absolutely true. I have good feeling. At this point, I also feel I'm right. Nothing I can do. Well, they need to listen. Yeah, they need to listen. There's no listening. Not that ice cream truck again. I hate that ice cream truck. I swear they sell drugs in it, but whatever. I mean, there's a mural up the street. It's like, so this is now the excuse. Because there's a mural up the street that shows them selling. It's a stupid mural. I hate it. It's on half of a building. It's two homies with brooms. And they look like weapons. And there's an ice cream truck, like an armored car. And then this stupid truck comes at 9 at night, 10 at night. Last night, 9:30. And it's just there. And it's like, you're the one selling the fireworks, aren't you? It's shitty. They're like, we gotta know. Yeah, well, some days the neighbor would test fireworks, shoot them off at 2 in the morning, and then pass them out to the kids, and the kids would play with fireworks. Sure, you can say, oh, made in China, but I didn't understand how people could afford so many fireworks. Like, you go to Mexico that often? No, they make them locally. And then after they pretty much destroyed our neighborhood with them, the fireworks testing is across the freeway. But this stupid truck. It's like, well, do they? No, I don't know. I've never actually been able to buy any, but it doesn't make sense why a kid needs ice cream at 10 at night. 9:30, I'm sorry. It's like, you arrogant prick. Let us have our business. And that's when things go wrong. When you start putting your nose into these things, you get repercussions. Right now it's 6, it's 5, it's a normal time, but sometimes it's late. You gotta make that dollar. No, you're making a different dollar. was always buying a lot of weed from some Uber delivery driver. There's definitely alcohol and vodka and drugs involved. It's frustrating because they hear it and they get angry. And that's why they're watching my YouTube stream now versus my Twitch stream, which they got canned because I said too much. What do I say about it? Well, here's the facts. I have neighbors on either side of me, and they all have kids. And there's no toys in their backyard. But there are toys in their front yards, which is weird. And the kids aren't allowed to be outside, which is weird. Because when I grew up, I always played in my backyard. I had toys everywhere. I know it's cleanliness, but cleanliness would mean not having toys showing off in your front yard. Like, those are red flags for something else going on. Yes, that's why there are many, many in double digits phone calls to the police. They were arguing, and I'm the one that has to take the blame. I don't have kids. They do. They have kids, they have domestic disputes, they have child support issues and restraining orders. I have to have one. I know there's something going on with them. I mean, one time I was being called an axe murderer. I found an old hatchet in a recycling box. Then I find out they're throwing axes next door. They're selling alcohol to minors. I have to get blamed for everything. It's like, I'm sorry, I didn't make money off of a rager with 60 minors in my backyard. You did. And you know what? They stole that idea from me. When I moved in, this was empty. Like today. Until today, someone decided to make some anonymous phone calls about my live stream. So now I'm on YouTube Live. Now they're looking at my YouTube Live. You ruined my Twitch stream. They knew what I was gonna do with my house. My house I was gonna sell to a lesbian couple. I'd sell for a high price. I was gonna work on a YouTube YouTube fictional show. I was gonna use a lot of scenes. It was, it's probably better that it wasn't, because it was just gonna be a workaholics clone. So they started accusing me of stalking someone because I was always on the roof. There's a nice view up there. So, no YouTube documentary. I tried painting outdoors like I planned to. I was gonna buy a house in Burbank, paint paintings outdoors. And the asshole gangster used to start saying, "Your art is terrible, and I know you, and that's your name." So I couldn't paint. Then I try working on my music, my piano scores, which aren't that terrible. I say, he's a musician, with such sarcasm. And then I'm like, okay, I guess I can't play the piano. So I work on a book. And they say, he's a writer, with the sarcasm. I need my friend. So we were trying to advertise selling furniture from my house. And I put some paintings up. Pizza paintings, like Breaking Bad. Yeah, a little bit of a ripoff, but still. Well, the paintings kept disappearing. I think I can guess who kept stealing them. They were stealing my paintings, which we were using as advertisement for our furniture business. Doesn't sound like a great thing, but there was a method to our madness. And he said, dude, you need to move. Get away from these people. So you're right. I have to move. But he's gone. It was always good when he was here. Because when there were 7 Asian ladies next door. I don't know. That was just a guess. Mm. That family, they'd sit around the table saying, what do we do about Ken? And I'm like, it bothered me that they would try to figure out ways to get me scared out of the neighborhood. Which they are. They have been. They always do. Although the grandma passed away, so they're kind of busy with their own lives now. But every now and then they rear their ugly heads. It's a lot calmer, rest in peace, rest her heart, but it isn't exactly put the bed to rest. And there's still moments when the evil Asian lady rears her head. I don't know what her plans were, but she maintained a house full of people? No. There's not a lot of crazy people in that house. They all kind of disappeared. And the kid living in the garage disappeared too. I don't think I'll be able to find him. I don't. I can't. But I know there was a kid in that garage that really hated being trapped in a garage, not even allowed to be outside. That's kind of concerning. It should be. But I am a gay man who is single, and I don't know them. I could tell you more about the kid living in the garage. So the niece would visit him in the garage. The kid would be crying 24/7. And she'd play Pokemon with him. That's all I can tell you, because I don't know. She'd say, watch out for the man next door. He's a weirdo. But yeah. And that's why you console him with Pokemon. I haven't played Pokemon in a long time. I used to trade Pokemon with weird names with strangers. But that's just what you do. You write up weird names. Gengar becomes Gaygar or something dumb. It's just the name of a Pokemon. You think that's abuse? The real abuse is keeping a kid trapped in a garage. That's the real abuse. Not giving someone trading someone a Pokemon's name on some video game. Well, the more I talk about it, the angrier they get. He's getting too close. It's like, I didn't want to move here to have to deal with human trafficking. It's like, oh, your mom passed away. Well, blame her for it all. But if you start raising up noise about it, no one will know you were part of it. You're part of the problem. It's like, yeah, where's your husband's kid? Well, he doesn't visit anymore, does he? How do I know that? Because they make noise and I live 10 feet away from them. But if he does, and he isn't, that's more red flags for me. And I'm not an investigator. I'm not a policeman. I know everyone wants to pretend they're a policeman. And they love to talk to the police. And I know that I drink too much to talk to policemen, but if it goes up and the red flag goes up, then there's only a few things I can do. But you're a hot mess. You're nobody. There's no one's gonna believe you. I know accusing me of stalking her. And why? Because I watch scary movies like Dracula and Elvira. And I was doing commentary. And then they take the whole family and walk down the driveway and go, ooh, that boy's uncomfortable. That boy makes me feel unsettled. Because I was working on scary movies. And I was working on a book. And what unsettled me was that they knew everything that the book was being written about. 2 times I did 2 interesting things. One, they kept talking about how I kill. So, I drew a page in one of my art books. I just wrote kill. Kill. Looks pretty terrifying. But if you know anything about art, you know that it's about the line work. Well, it's an interesting topic. It's like, okay, so the line work is very lackluster. And the line work is sarcastic. But that got put into evidence, I think. The other time, I wrote on it's called Wattpad. It's a writing software, Writer 7 or something. And I just wrote, I'm gonna kill this person, knowing they would look it up because they read everything that I was writing on my computer. And that got put into evidence. It's like, I'm taking guesses, but both of those things were sarcastic. But they're in there, and did I screw myself over? Those were private pieces of information. One was on a front room table, and one was on a private, not internet connected software. So there's only a few ways you could actually access that. And then I had this Bitcoin. It's not a very good one. I had the address on a piece printed on a piece of paper on my desk, and it disappeared for about 2 weeks. And then 2 weeks later, it just appeared back on my desk. I'm really concerned about these people, that they're invading my life. You should not be accessing my private email. You should not be accessing my private documents. You should not be accessing a notebook, a drawing pad. You have to see all the drawings to really find the evidence. You should not be stealing pieces of paper thinking there's money on it. You should not be doing all these things. So, like, well, and talk to says, well, my friends tell me I need to move and get away from this. Family says it never happened, just ignore it. But my friends tell me that sounds concerning. Every bit of advice I get says, yeah, that's concerning and that's unsettling. That sounds like something that you should look into, but I think you need to protect yourself. Well, the paper came back because there was nothing, no money on it. So why did the paper disappear? Why did the address disappear? You were gonna steal thousands and thousands of dollars on it. And then you looked it up and you're like, oh yeah, there's nothing. Let's return it. You had to return it. It was in the desk, and then it was on the desk. Of course you stole it to look if there was money on it. What thieves? Like, I better call the police on this one. I ain't gonna play. I know you stole my Bitcoin address. I know you returned it. Just like that guy. Stole my wallet, returned it a few days later. The guy down the street that followed me, that my neighbor hates me for, probably his cousin. He followed me down the street to the market at 10 at night. Stole $60 and a wallet. And to feel like he was a better person, I found $55 in my driveway under my car. You still have my wallet? You know my address. You know too much about me. What are you gonna do with my wallet? What are you gonna do with my ID card? My driver's license? What are you gonna do with it? And the neighbor gets so angry. He turns into a different person. It's like, oh, and then you filed a false restraining order against me. Indecent exposure. Threats. Accusation over a knife. Nobody even knew he was standing in my front yard in the shadows. It's like, but I have footage. It's pretty shitty footage, probably. There's really nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. My cousin told me a story about an elderly woman, a frigid woman, and she accused him of sexual assault. Well, I think he's gay. And she says something about a she had like a microphone on her. Something like that. It's like, well, I think he's gay. So I don't know where this sweater came from. He fondled her boobs or something. It was out of this world. Mm, I've never punched anyone in my life. So boob fondling is kind of a different story for me. But she said, he touched my boobs. And it's like, yeah, he's gay. He's gay. He's in the Navy. No, he's straight. Fine, he's straight. Get a girlfriend then, I don't know. But everyone wants to be a victim. So, I mean, it's not fair. Like, you have to tell a woman, oh, you're pretty. You're so beautiful today. Can I play with your hair? Otherwise, they hate you. They're like, well, I don't have any leverage if you won't threaten to play with my hair. It's like, because I used to be friends with a bunch of hardcore lesbians. They wouldn't even talk to men. I went on walks called bitch walks, where all the women would wear candles and chant proudly that I am a bitch. I am a proud woman and I don't need a man. What do the gay men do? Perv walks. I'm a proud pervert and I don't need a woman. That's what we do. You can call me a perv all you want. Hey, I'm a proud pervert. It's like, well, I'm a proud bitch. Well, takes one to know one. It's like, well, why do you want to open a porno shop? It's like, well, why do you post missing persons flyers on your porno shop? She says, well, they're missing. We have to protect them. They're not at a porno shop. You're only doing it because you hate the idea of sexuality. Why is the porno shop never opened after 5 years? Yeah, maybe he's just lazy. Oh yeah, that's why. Not because your mothers are marching by the porn shop. You know why the porn shop didn't open. Because it looks like a McDonald's. Yeah, it does look like a McDonald's. It's still a porn shop. Well, I don't want seedy men hanging around in my neighborhood. Yeah. Because it's evil and demonic. My daughter could walk around there. Yeah, and she'd probably walk right past it. You can't talk about this. What would I do if the porno shop opened in my neighborhood? I'd take my husband or wife and we'd giggle looking at the stuff and we'd buy something silly. But we're not gonna plaster it with missing persons flyers. It's like, oh, she's missing. See, porn does things. Porn doesn't do things. Those people next door do things. People in your neighborhood. But what if he's a sex offender? Oh, I'm sorry. Can you look up the SO registry? Oh, yeah, it's your other neighbor. No, the one we're scared about is the one that's not on the registry. But these ones are on the registry. And you talk to them every day. It's like, oh, no, her, not him. Yes, them. And yet you're worried about people that you can have imaginations about. It's like, I looked on the registry, he's not on it, but I keep looking. I want him to be on the registry. You want to live by a terrible person. It's like, well, who are they? Yeah, I'm not gonna dox them, but it's like, there are none. Yeah, we're good. It's like, yeah. There are no hit and runs. It's like, but look at the cars. Woo! Girl. Almost hits me every day when I walk down the street. Yeah. The sex offender you don't want to know is the one that's not on the registry. It's like your neighbor. Yeah, I remember this one old guy. I called him Gran Torino because he was an old white guy. He took walks. He walked hard. And then he died. And then the family bought up his house and started fixing it up. And there was a little tree in the yard. And I looked it up on Google and it seemed to grow. I don't think he got very much love. But I felt bad for him walking up and down the street. It's like, it just felt like these people are so upset at anyone that looks a little different. Well, Gran Torino passed away and the house went to the family. That could happen to me. You wanna know why I'm so perverted? Because I wanna help people. You see, well, let's start from the beginning. The beginning is Hollywood was messed up and there were some bad people. And my parents didn't know they were bad people. And then my sister blamed my parents for being bad people. So I believed they were bad people. And then one day I said, you know, I'm gonna stop listening to her. She thinks everyone's bad people. She thinks I'm bad people. She met bad people in high school. And now I'm bad people. So I said, you know what? If I'm bad people, let's not cohabilitate. And they're like, you're bad people because you won't meet my nephews and nieces. It's like, you made the decision on that. I didn't want to disturb your family. And it's like, he's bad people because he won't cohabilitate with us. It's like, because you didn't want me to. All over a stupid postcard. Hi, sister. Why don't you come to the creepy old zoo? It's really fun. And that was all it took. And I went to contest and event by people who were my people. And we did photo shoots at the creepy old zoo. And we look good. But at the same time, I mean, you decided. And now every time there's an excuse. It's like, because of that creepy old zoo, and you had a nightmare, we're not gonna talk. We're not gonna be on family terms. Over a postcard. Because I was in a bad place. Should I have written it? It'd be nice if I didn't, but it was just a postcard. Then I come home on a Greyhound because I don't have a car for a long time. This mother and this daughter are sitting in the back of the bus, and then the daughter says, I'm gonna eat your face off. And I was like, oh god, children are psychopaths. And the mom's laughing, and the girl's laughing. I'm like, she just threatened to eat someone's face. That's what a kid does. But I was in a bad place, and I had just been stalked in San Francisco by a guy who might have eaten my face off. So I kinda got a shock. I said, well, thank God I'm home. I know. They're just words. But still, those words. You think a kid is psychic, which would not have been a good moment for that kind of thought, for that kind of statement, but they just say weird things. Of course, yeah, you're older, I'm older. I'm not gonna say those things. But I don't think it's too far from whatever I wrote on that postcard. But the combination of writing the postcard and then having a nightmare that my sister's face was being cut off, it's a little scary. The combination, and then you hear that on the Greyhound home. I mean, this woman-child complex. Deleting my Twitch. Like, ladies, get your shit together. was a dream. My sister was fine. Nobody cut her face off. She's right there. That's the same girl I always knew. My mom never had a hatchet to her back. She died of old age. Dreams are nice, and people wonder what dreams mean. What dreams do I have anymore? Just dreams where I hug my mom. And I wish I could. But not all these other stupid dreams. No. Yeah, that child is gonna eat someone's face off. No. It was just a strange thing that a child would say. As we all do. Can you ding them for it? You could. And the thing about that is, I used to get dinged for stuff like that when I was younger. And I would draw a strange drawing in crayon ink. And the teachers would call everyone in to a family conference and say, we're concerned about your child. Would you consider some alternate form of therapy? And it shouldn't have been done. Because the other kids, they draw worse things. I was just trying to be normal. It's like, well, you're not normal. Yeah. That's kind of what the answer is. I'm not normal. It's like, how bad could it have been? Worse than drawings of military. It wasn't any worse, it was just different. And so they all get concerned, and yeah, I get prescribed strange medications to curb my proclivities. I wasn't any different. I was just I mean, it's nice, I guess, if it makes you feel better to call me psychopathic, but emotionally, from what I studied, I mean, if you are psychopathic, I mean, yeah, there's ways to cope, but in my case, I'm too emotional for that to be an option. And, well, to give me medication for that specific disorder, you're gonna hurt a person, considering it's the wrong medication. I'm not saying that some people might need something, but in my case, I do blame my sister for really pushing it. She's always been high on the sauce. She wanted me to get a rent stipend for homeless housing. So she wanted to diagnose me with schizophrenia. And I told her, please don't. She said, but I know what's best for you. It's not best for me. What's best for me is what I discovered. Alternate forms of therapy. Like my nephew, he couldn't understand how to learn. He said they don't understand me. So I would march right into that middle school or elementary school or some sort of school and tell the teacher he needs an alternative form of education because this isn't working. And I don't want to see him put out in the hallway. And all the while, you're like, I'm a parent. Yeah, you're a parent. And you sit on the outside of the fence waiting for your kid to get checked out. Instead of walking in there and talking to the teacher. I did because I had to. And everyone else, they just sat there and waited like creeps on the outside of the fence. And I'm the creep now. It's not a great story, but it's true. I did what I could. It isn't pretty all the time, but it's true. And they just sat there. They stood there. My dad used to do the same thing. I'd have a cross-country meet, and all the parents are in the stands. He's standing outside in the work van, looking through the fence like a creep. I'm like, why don't you sit with the parents? He's like, because I'm working. Okay, you're working, but why are you here? You're always on the outside of the fence. Like, can't you just sit with the parents? My mom was the same way. She would park a block away and wait for me to get picked up. But no, I'm avoiding it. Like, I understand. Fine. You both avoid it. Doesn't send the right message, but if you're not comfortable, you're not comfortable. A lot of the parents, they just sit a block away and wait for their kids to get picked up. Which is interesting, because I had an English teacher, and he was a mean, gay English teacher. And I'm gay, and he's worried about his career. So, my parents would come to the parent-teacher conference, and he'd see us coming down the hall, and as fast as he could, he would start locking up the doors and walking away. We'd say, wait, 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 we need a conference. He was a shithead. He had a noose in the classroom. Total weirdo. Vampirist. Probably bi, I guess. Horrible to the gay students. Always. There were very few gay teachers that were very kind. But he was one of the bad ones. My friends and I, we used to trade essays. And so I'd always get C's. He wouldn't even read them. But the girls, they always got A's. So we're like, let's do a social experiment. So we traded essays. And then lo and behold, my essay got an A. But in her name. And her essay got a C in my name. And it's like, he isn't even reading these. He just hates the gay kids. Which is difficult because he had a husband. I went to a bookstore and I found a book essay by him. I hyperventilated seeing him and his husband's name on it. And I'm like, this is the guy that has been destroying my GPA, grade point average. I mean, what can you do? It's like, what can you do later? Oh, it kept happening with lots of different teachers. But the good ones were always good. It's like, can you blame him? Isn't that abuse? It's called protecting your job. But it happens too much in high school. There were definitely worse players in high school. Just, these ones were just, you didn't know, but you still talk about them. It's like, yeah, I do. I do still talk about them. How are they now? Oh god. Once I graduated, I left them, but they leave memories. There were good ones, there were bad ones, but the terrible ones. How do I say this? There was one mental illness coach. He was sleeping with some of the students. That's a terrible story. My experiences weren't usually that bad, but which ones did? Oh, they're all in jail. But the ones I talk about aren't. I don't feel it's right to talk about the ones in jail. But there are a few. I only found out from friends. saw one personally, but I filed a complaint. It isn't right to talk about it. Anyway, he's done and gone, so he's out of the school system. They investigated him and he's gone. It just kind of sucks that the ramifications kept coming back, but you know, my friend got into an altercation, I guess. I don't know. And all I could think was, oh no, this is what I asked him. If you need me, I'll put a complaint for you. You can sue. And that might be the root of the cause. The threat of suing. Like in college. So I was pushed down an elevator because there weren't enough safety precautions, and this guy opened up the elevator and knocked me down 4 floors. I held on to the cord and sidled down the back of the concrete. But it could have ended really badly. Who knows? It caused me to have a lot of nightmares. How did I survive? I don't know. I had a bike. I probably shouldn't have. But, yeah, the year before, freshman year, a woman was drunk from a party, like a New Year's Eve party or something. I had my friend staying over, and she hit me with her car. It could have been that started everything. But yeah, the car wasn't that bad because I was really drunk and riding a bike. So I just got flung from it. But I wasn't thinking about her, and I didn't do anything about it. And we just parted ways, and I drove to his house and found him cheating on me with his coworker. I had more to worry about than some woman who just hit me by the car, because the only excuse she had was that you must have been stealing that bike. It's like, yeah, that's a bike from the sports chalet before they went bankrupt. My dad obviously got it on sale. It might have been a $700 bike, but he didn't buy it for that. He bought it for a lot less. It's like, oh my god, I thought you were Hispanic and you're stealing a bike from campus. It's raining and you're driving so fast. It's like, yes, my boyfriend's cheating on me and I'm trying to find out if he's cheating on me with his coworker, who obviously would make me a drink and pour way too much caramel on it. Such an excuse. Well, I caught him. I eventually came back early in the morning. My friend was visiting from Berkeley, and I don't know. My roommate, one was like, oh, I think I slept with him. It's like, oh, okay, what about you? You slept with him too? He's like, I'm not really sure what happened. We had to stop drinking. But here I am drinking. I don't know. And we're not going to go into it, but one girl accused him of things, and we were all upset. We're like, how could you accuse him? So we all helped her move when she needed to move across campus, but they started sleeping together, so I don't think it was, maybe it was guilt, but they started sleeping with each other, and like, oh, okay, it's fine. But not my friend. I wasn't even there. I was across town finding my boyfriend cheating. His coworker had to sleep on the floor. And felt bad that he got caught. That's actually getting caught. He got caught red-handed with my boyfriend. Shortly after that, we broke up. But I still felt bad about saying things. I said some out-of-pocket things, and people questioned what I was saying. And it's like, well, I didn't want to reveal your secrets, but he slept with his neighbors when he was 14. I'm like, you had to tell that to the world? Yep, I did. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if it happened or not. It didn't happen with me. I never slept with anyone when I was 14. Neither did I. Okay, neither did you. Then let's just drop it. Those are your secrets to hold. It's like, now everyone knows they're not my secrets to hold. You held them. I know. I did. I'm sorry. So I made up some lie. Because I felt really guilty about accidentally divulging it. Now I realize, just divulge and get it over with. But yeah, I wasn't there. One of his best friends, she asked me, did you mean it? And I'm like, I think I know what we're talking about. And no, I didn't mean it. She's like, thank God, because he's my best friend. It's like, did he? So I have to tell a story about being older and more mature. I was like in my 20s, and I bought a 6-pack of beer for a bunch of teenagers because I kept getting alcohol bought when I was a teenager by homeless guys, and I just felt like it was paying it forward. can we corroborate this story? The mother and the daughter can fuck themselves. You can't corroborate that story because it's probably a lie. It's like, I don't know. It's like, go ahead, investigate it. Go get the footage from the 7-Eleven. Or get a life. Like, did you charge them? Did you make money? In the story, I grabbed it and I ran. It's like, that's no good. Of course it was no good. But we've all been 19. We all used to sneak liquor somehow and have college parties. So that's the big bahoozy. What you gonna do? You're gonna bust me for buying a 6-pack and leaving it outside a 7-Eleven? Or are you gonna bust me for some real shit? Like, what real shit do you mean? Well, let's see what real shit I mean. Besides the 7-Eleven, I plan to be hosting gay parties. I plan to be putting a jacuzzi in my backyard. Right in the middle, right in the back, with lattice, so no one can see. I plan to be hosting BYOUOB parties. Bring your own booze. We'll charge at the door for an entrance fee, but we don't charge for alcohol, because you need a license for that. And that was always gonna be the plan. And then next door they started charging for minors to drink. Many times. I remember the day I put up the new gay flag. Not the old one, not the rainbow, but with the triangle and the black rights gay flag. They decided to host a party that day. I was sleeping on a couch that I had in the front yard. And I was looking for my puppy hood. And there it was. Right there in the corner by the water hose. I'm like, I found it. And it's all ripped to shreds. And the man who's charging at the door, well, his name is Alberto Garcia. He's supposed to be deceased. And he's supposed to live in West Hollywood, and I live somewhere near Burbank. Of all the houses you could go to, he chose the one right next to me. And there, I was thinking, still can't find his puppy hood. And there it is, ripped to shreds. And I see him, and I'm like, that's Alberto. He's like, let's go inside. So he stops taking tickets from the kids, and they go in the house. This is what I have to deal with some bullshit. We used to go down on Wall Street in downtown LA, and my boyfriend wanted to work on leather clothing. And this guy shows up, that asshole, that dead asshole shows up. He's like, oh, what a convenience to meet you. You know, we go to the same leather bars. It's like, do what you gotta do, I guess. So, we're working on a prototype for a new type of hood. It's more anatomically correct, but still comfortable. So, we start going to his apartment in West Hollywood. And, well, before that, we were showing it off to people in the community so they could start buying it. So we bring it, and he distresses the whole thing, and he promised me that I would keep the prototype. So he ripped it to shreds. It's like, how hard is it to put it on paper without destroying it? Because that was mine. So he gets really high and drugged up, and his boyfriend is a drag queen, and he's always apologizing to him. Sorry, my boyfriend's so abusive. And so he destroys our prototype. Then I tell my boyfriend, I can't drive you to his house. You can still work with him, but you can't use my car, because I let him use my car. And he got so angry. Well, things happen, and I say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna enter a puppy competition to prove to you. This is why I entered the puppy competition, to prove to him that I could do it. So I entered, and lo and behold, we break up. And he just gives me away to all of his friends like a piece of fish. Sometimes they say they hate me, sometimes they say they love me. And I was upset because, well, my ex-boyfriend had some contacts, and they threw some writers from the LA Weekly and Variety and publishing stories about the competition. The competition used to be small, very small. It was hosted in a bar, on a small bar stage. That's how it was always. This time they decided to blow it up. And so there was an article that everyone was upset about. And I look at the photos. We were 6 contestants. I didn't even get a mention, even though it was because of my ex that they gave it so much notoriety. They didn't even mention me in the photo. There's 6 contestants and 5 names on the footnote. And you know who else was at the competition? the guy who ripped our prototype up, he didn't even sell BDSM clothing. He sold leather masks for fashion models. And then he decided to turn his direction to fashion. Well, I don't think he's dead. I think he's fully well and alive. Just running from something. Well, there he was in the competition, and there he was selling gear that he didn't even know how to make a year ago because he stole our ideas. So he stole my business. He just got really high on coke and berated my boyfriend. And it was all good and okay. So I found out he was next door taking tickets for minors. And my mask went missing. It's not even that expensive of a mask. It's like $140. It's from Germany and there's $20 shipping. If you had to pay someone to steal something from your friend's house, it's not the first time it happened. It happened a lot of times. One time, skateboarder guy in his 40s came to my apartment. I put a cock cage on him. He's like, okay, I'm going. I'm gonna keep this. And I was like, don't you want the key? He didn't even want the key. He was just so blitzed. It's like, how many times do guys come to my house? You know, since then, how many times have guys come and they just want to twist my balls off? It's like, okay, you just came to have intercourse with me to hurt me. Got it. I must have done something horrible. Every time, it's something worse. That's why I don't even hook up on Grindr anymore. I'm like, oh, look. I found another baggie of Molly, empty Molly, in my bathroom. Oh, you know what's going on with you? It's like, oh, you want to twist my balls again. One time I heard a guy saying, why did you force him to hook up with him if you hate him? I don't trust people anymore. All over what? The German guy? The German guy wanted to get his job back, and he knew I worked at an Indian temple, and the Indian people were stealing his job. The German guy was using me too. All these guys just use you. I'm like, no more using me. No more using people in this community. No more LA Weekly articles for BDSM communities. Just because I used to work in the art galleries. You didn't work in the art galleries. I did. I don't need a man to say under his breath, I hate him so much. I can't wait to just hurt him. I don't need that. Stay away. I don't need a guy that works for the government to say you're a bad man. It's like, then why are you dating a bad man? If I'm a bad man, then I'm a bad man, and you should not be dating a bad man. If you're acting like a baby, you're talking in baby talk. What do you think that sends about you? All these fucking assholes in these weird circles. What am I supposed to do with them? Then I come here and it's more bad man, bad man, bad this, bad that. It's like your kids are hanging out and drinking alcohol when they're like 7. You're a terrible parent. The cops come around because you're fighting in your yard. No, the fetish community is fucked. And it's not even that fucked, it's just, it's fucked. It's like, okay, there's an undercover cop and he's taking photographs of all the guys at the bar. And all the guys at the bar are just standing and modeling in leather gear. Like the queens they are. The bad players, they're over there. They're selling coke in the back room. They're selling sex in the dog cage or a dog house. I'm just standing here trying to sell Jello shots. Why do you think they closed down the bar all those times? You guys did it to yourself. That's why the undercover's there. You dumbass bikers. And I bought you a bike. God, I bought you a Yamaha. A Yamaha Niken. Do you know what a Niken is? It's a 3-wheeled motorcycle that can't fall on itself. That's my nom de plume. Niken. Kenny. And there's a new one. Quareng. Some Japanese asshole found my ebook cover about a bike on Yandex. Niken is Kenny. That's why they call it the Niken. My name is Kenny McCormick. Jockers, I swear. Yes, it's Pig Latin. No, that is not the newest bike on the market anymore. They got a new one. My art history professor, her book's not even published on Amazon anymore because she stole it from me. Because that would look really bad. But I am the Yamaha Kenny Pig Latin. That's why they care. Well, that is why they care. Even if they just saw a book cover and they saw, that's interesting. Well, that's interesting for a day and a half, a year and a half. Niken isn't even a Japanese word. It's okay though, because I got a new idea. That asshole should have bought a Harley with it, so it could have the vroom vroom. But everyone's always thinking about the future. And the future ain't the future if you're not thinking about the future, but I'm just saying. He probably totaled it. He totals everything. Why do you think I get stalked by the Hilton Hotel? The Hilton Hotel isn't stalking me. The Hiltons don't care about me. If anyone that I want to stalk me, it's Kathy Griffin. Paris ain't coming to my concert. She would. She has a ticket. I'm hosting a rave event eventually. I might have to sell this house to put a down payment on my next plan, but well, Kathy Griffin obviously has a ticket. Paris Hilton obviously has a ticket, and anyone on my Discord chat or my VR chat list has a ticket. Just like my sister's husband has, he has a ticket too. My sister has a ticket. Even my nieces and nephews. Just maybe a babysitter might be better if they're too young. I don't know when I'm gonna host it. Okay, how are you gonna get the funding? Sell the house. Sell the house, host an event. Where's it gonna be? Portland? Maybe. How about Texas? Arizona? Joshua Tree? What do I do? I mean, it's just an asset. Then what's her name? The niece that used to live here, which screams, he's sleeping in my bed. It's like, my bed is from Amazon.com. I bought it with my Vedanta Society money. I had to buy multiple beds. Not your bed. Your bed used to be little letters on the door with your name on it in little foam letters. We scraped them off and we repainted the doors. Your dad is a drunk 2 blocks down. He has your money. He has your college fund. We're not going to deal with this. That's my room. That's where I grew up. You should see the room that I grew up in. Yeah. Didn't even get to sleep in it. I lived in the garage getting eaten alive by ants. Our childhood homes aren't our childhood homes, so get over it. That's my house. Your house is over there with your dad in the ADU. How do you know that? You're stalking me. I'm stalking you because the paperwork came and I have to read the address on the paperwork. It's a mortgage lease. Go to college. Say, I'm in college. I don't know who she is. As it should be. The girls next door, they were always arguing if I'm good or a bad person. They went to college. They got a U-Haul. Send them away. Go to college, girl. Get a job. No. This is our house now. It's my dad's house, too. I know, he's sad and tired. He's getting too tired for this bullshit. He's getting too tired. I can't do this to him. I was so tired the other day. Like, oh, then we're winning. Yeah, you're winning by killing people. Congratulations, murderer. I'm glad the murder community is so happy for everything. Maybe don't invest in kill culture because you said, everyone said, this is a family neighborhood. And what do you think I did? Not enough. Well, school buses drive down my street daily because it's a safer street to drive down. They don't pick the other streets because this one's neat. Sure, sometimes they drive down at 10 at night. I don't know why, but crazy. But for the most part, they're taking kids to school. Kids which you want to avoid me. And yet, there they go. All over a gay flag. It's like, but it's your sexuality. Yeah. 7 colors of the rainbow is sex. I'll tell you what's real sex. That porn show up the street that I want to get going. My appointment book. I got a few appointments, but the 11th. How soon is the 11th? It's coming. Oh God, not the 11th. Oh God, it's coming up. She wants me to go. They do care, but I'm just upset that you're like so obsessed over this house when nobody would buy it for did was plant a garden. Can I tell you more about the house? Well, my real estate investor wants to buy it at a low price. Which makes sense, but right now the high price is kind of a low price considering what's been done. It's like, what else happened in this neighborhood? Well, the liquor store has a new e-card reader. It's quite economical. There's gonna be a light rail coming in. They keep fixing the electrical lines. There's a sewer line going in. Now the house doesn't smell so bad because the sewer system's a little bit fixed. This place has beautiful deciduous trees, and you can still see my pizza painting on the roof. It's there. That was me and Victor's thing. It wasn't for that asshole. That asshole just thinks it's about meth. It's about TV. I don't want to work with TV, but I work with TV, I guess. I mean, there's some connections. Is it for everyone? Well, no, it's not. It's not for everyone. TV is TV. You make a TV show, you can do it on YouTube these days. It's not TV TV. YouTube TV is still TV. I'm a cord cutter. A lot of people on the internet are cord cutters. So where do you get your television, your entertainment? Where do you get your Shane Dawson TV? YouTube. So I was gonna do a YouTube special, a mini-series, as you will. And yes, I was going to steal the ideas. I was gonna steal, yes, I was gonna steal, theft, absolute theft of this idea. You're like, well, that's criminal. I know. That's why I kind of scrapped it. I was gonna steal the IP of workaholics. I was gonna hang out on my roof, and it wasn't exactly theft, but I was gonna do phone conversations on the roof of my house, like my ex from when I was 16. And there's not much else. I just make fun that I'm gonna jerk off to this lady's washing machine, because she's so protective of her washing machines. It was 4 years being in this house, and I didn't even realize that it wasn't a desk. I thought she was just writing books on a computer. It was just a washing dryer machine. And then because of a court case, she put blackout curtains on it. It's like, oh yeah. Stepbrother. I know, she left. She moved. She's not a problem. Maybe she's still there. Who knows? I don't care. She's a very thick woman, and she doesn't speak much, and I saw her like 4 times in the 5 years I lived here. She just waved and we never talked. And she always called the cops. She was like, he knows my phone conversations. Like, you know my writing. You know what I wrote on my computer. You know about my horror novel. How am I stalking you? And they're like, hello, police. It, whatever. She said on the paperwork that she moved with her sister, with her daughter, because she didn't feel safe here. She has to drive 80 miles just to feel safe. It's like, aren't you a man of the house? I guess not. I guess not. Now the man, I guess, lives alone and he's miserable, but good. Good. Because I don't want to be miserable. He got so mad I threw a bunch of these babies in his yard once. That's a threat. TikTok babies, please. No, now I'm just gonna use him for an art piece that he can steal. I don't know. It's petty. It's very petty. And you're right. I shouldn't be petty, but I am. I'm petty Betty. It's like, come on. They're toy babies for baby showers because you call me a pedophile. So I kept buying them just to enjoy the idea. But there's repercussions for me. That's the only reason I bought them. Because you keep calling me a pedo. I'm like, okay, then I'll buy baby shower babies and throw them all over the place. But now I'm just gonna put them all in painting and then this asshole will steal it. Thinking that I'm gonna make it big, rich. Is he there? I have no idea. The family that lives next door. See, he used to just turn on the lights like bright right into my yard. Horrible, horrible Karen. They would get them turned off. They'd lower the bulbs. They made it peaceable. But you should have seen it the way it was. It's like, oh my god. Why am I being accused of harassment when I'm being harassed? So horribly. I still want to find that homeless guy that robbed me. No, well, no. I won't know. My dog needs to eat something. Let's see if I can get him something to eat. No, I'm not gonna name names, but I am gonna talk about it. It ain't funny, but it is kind of funny. But it isn't. Discord kind of cut me off. So, YouTube, what's the point of telling me my Twitch stream status when I've been banned? That's so crap. It's like, okay, so some guy decides to ban me and say, oh, you don't look well. It's like, that's kind of my thing. But it's okay, I guess. It's my thing to look drunk on stream. Takes forever to get it going. It's actually working. Well, thank you, YouTube. I know I'm not the best, but I'm not feeling great. But oh my god, why is that girl naked? Oh my gosh. I I have to look away. How you doing? You were at McDonald's? I need a shot of something to handle this. Hello, alcohol. Oh my gosh. Easy, easy. Oh, I found the supersize menu. She works at an Arby's. Seth, how you eat? Did the naked girl leave? What? What is? I'm gonna hide behind there. Oh look, it's my future boyfriend. I'm 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 low key mean. Hi. I think I'm the racist guy. Your shirt is racist. I want icy hot. Why do we always have to talk about black people? Black people don't exist. Welcome to the class of pulling. The game doesn't exist. That's a lie. I'm just saying, that thing got canceled years ago. Make some money on it. I'm an angel. I I have 12 wings. They're cars. Angels are cars. No. You watch. You watch way too much Doctor Who's. Yeah, she's a black lady now. The Brits, what I tell ya. Oh god, Naked Lady's back. Run. I have to. Can I hide behind you? Hola, ¿qué tal? Parlez-vous français? Girl, you just came in. He did a poopy in his undies. I'm nervous. This guy's better than I am. Here, here, here's, here's the smart guy. Yes. I want to calculate. We're gonna calculate the messenger of a laminate. What is plastic made of? I could do your taxes. They just won't be very accurate. I'm in a water vent. We're all in a water vent now. But I'm drowning in vodka. Oh, she doesn't sound too well. I'm gonna hide in this water vent till the end of the night. Over 20 weeks. I should go to 21 plus. She likes the gym? Well, if she's doing push ups, that makes sense. Oh, maybe she does calisthenics. I used to have a friend, she used to do like a bunch of push ups. Oh, she was crazy. Push ups are not a big deal. He crashed. Can you guys do push ups? I can do one. I I do core strength. My physical therapist was wonderful. My my physical therapist was wonderful. I keep getting hit by vans. Oh, I'm alive. I'm a mumble rapper. Yeah, the bear one. You're not talking about my neck. My mouth speaks. I do have a head. I said my physical therapist is nice. Oh god, never. I know, I have to delete it. I am an expert. I was a bartender. You're an expert on being a baby driver. Run, baby. I don't think she's talking that much. I think she's just reserved. Me, not so much, 'cause that Smirnoff is not gonna kill itself. This girl, latex lady, yeah. How do you even know? She hasn't said anything. I'm so curious. Oh, you wild girl. I want to go to her party. I'm just curious where she goes for parties. Yeah. What do you play? Overwatch. I'm guessing Overwatch. I used to play Apex because I thought aliens used to play on it. Drink, drink, drink. Just kidding. I'm sorry. That's his drink. Yeah. Don't touch someone's water. Damn, that's a rule. Just kidding. I hate how that's a thing and it used to not be a thing. Now everyone's like, you're so zesty. And I'm like, I'm not zesty. You used to think worse things about me. Oh, take a guess. No, not you, but other people's. Oh, there's a creepy lesbian that wants to sleep with me. Yeah, I'm scared of her. Yeah, there's a lesbian that stalks me, so I'm scared. That's it used to be it used to be different. But now it's like, hey, welcome. She wanted me to be her dog, and I was like, ew. I know. One time there was a stray couple, and they named a dog after me, and I felt so awkward. They are straight. They're straight as Gibraltar. Well, why'd they name their dog after me? I mean, I'm just because I'm a dog fetishist. That's a fact. Oh god, no. ZYXWQR. I'm gonna walk in a straight line. Just TV, HGTV. Yeah. I'm not under anything. I haven't smoked weed since college, and that was like a long time ago. That was like 80 years ago. It was 1964. Yes, sort of. Maybe. For the city. Because I was drunk at work. Don't tell them, my boss. You guys should make out. I know it's capable of poisoning. I wouldn't be racist for your presence, Spider-Man. Oh, Jesus. How about this one? Maybe this one went in there. That would be funner, I guess. Go inside. It's roomy. She crazy. Oh. But it's a spider's asshole. You guys have fun with that one. Oh look, there's your best friend. Don't look behind you. Don't look behind you. This is why I stopped buying things from Australia. Hi, I'd like to order some Tim Tams off of eBay. I'd like to be an electrician for houses in your country. Electrical box surprise. I don't know. That's where they are, right? They like electrical boxes. I would never be an electrician in Australia. Look, you get a prize. I did. Let's let's forget my flocka. Legs? Who needs them? She jumpy. I'm into the gay trade. Haterade over here. Ah. You, you know what they say about Gatorade? It's in you. Oh, you got the black phone. Yeah. Is it your mama? I didn't. I just hide them in the walls. The walls are speaking. I'm in your walls. Your walls are speaking. And they tell me things. Walls, walls always talk. I don't know. I don't speak paint, but I'm trying to. I'm Cinderfella. Get your umbrellas. Get your umbrellas. The walls are talking. The walls said you touch yourself at night. And they see everything. And they cry. What was it me? It was her. Oh god, there was a spider in that glass. Oh god. why is my echo going on? This is my clone. We're twins. We're the Island Boys. Yeah. Ner 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 ner. It's time for Telly bye bye. Time for Telly bye bye. With Jesus in the same coffin. Really? She's not real? Cleopatra's not real. Hey. They just put her in a ditch. Ooh. She's still alive. So is Epstein. Why not? Maybe she's immortal. Oh. Mm-hmm. Are you, white shirt man? That was a zinger, wasn't it? Nah. Am I black or am I blue? Am I purple? What? Fried. I love McDonald's. I walked on toilet paper, and now that is my life. Yeah. At least I float. We all float down here. Up there? I don't know. Do you want a balloon? I'll give you balloons. I'll give you all balloons. Then we can all float. Oh, that's my undercover security guard. Girl, you just got sprayed. Oh, good. I, I, I'm gonna get an STD from this conversation. It's the black phone. Hello, it's your mother. The queen. New cook. Six degrees. Kid gorgeous.